Well, good day, everyone. It is Wednesday, April 14th, 2010, and it's about 1:30 p.m. And I'm revisiting just a few days after I did the videos about Adobe Flash 10.1 and its new GPU acceleration features. I'm going to revisit this just a little bit, and this may turn out to be completely fruitless, but either way I'm going to post it. Because a new set of NVIDIA drivers has come up. Currently on this machine I'm running the previous drivers, which have been out for a month or two and came in at version number 197.13. Well, now we have version 197.47, I believe is what it is. It's either 0.47 or 0.45. I'll find out here in a minute. But these are our full release drivers, WHQL, everything. And one of the features they claim to have added is additional support for Adobe Flash 10.1's GPU acceleration for rendered video. So I'm going to do the test again, and I'm going to leave my CPU. I've lowered my CPU clock again, if you see here, down to 1310 megahertz. And that's basically as low as I could get the CPU clock to go. And that's with lowering the multiplier down and lowering the bus speed down as far as it'll go. The minimum bus speed on this board appears to be around 220 megahertz. I say that because even if I set it lower, like I can set it to 166, and it will still boot up at around 220 megahertz. Doesn't matter what you set it at. In fact, if you set it below 166, the board won't boot at all. It will go through its recovery feature and try and boot a few times and then set you back to defaults and make you go in and change your settings. So, wonderful gigabyte board. At least I don't have to reach in there and hit a reset jumper, you know, like the old days. So, here we go. I'm going to first we're going to go ahead and do a test with the same drivers that I have installed. So, actually no, we won't, because we already did that the other day. I'll reuse footage if I have to. So what I'm going to do now is install the new drivers for NVIDIA. Okay, so here we are again. What a familiar scene, huh? This time we are running NVIDIA's new 197.45. Just released the day before yesterday, or yesterday, I can't remember, but it is definitely 197.45. These are WHQL drivers, and these drivers purport to give some boost, or at least support for Adobe's new Flash 10.1 GPU accelerated version. Well, just to get a baseline again, we're going to run this with version 10.0, which is the non-GPU accelerated version, the one that's been out for a couple of years now. 10.0.0.45, I believe, is the version of Adobe Flash. So here we are at our favorite avatar trailer, same video we've used for everything else. And again, the CPU has been downclocked to 1.3 gigahertz, which is the slowest it will go. And we're going to hit play and let it play.
Music selling?
Let's look at that CPU.
A fresh start, a new world. You'd be making a difference.
And there's our CPU readout.
I became a Marine for the hardship. Told myself I can pass any test and then I can.
Video is still playing.
All I ever wanted was a single thing worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not in Kansas anymore.
We can see now that
You're on Pandora.
Turn this volume down some. There we go. We can see now that interestingly enough, the CPU usage is spread across all 4 cores. Interesting. The CPU utilization, just like before with the previous NVIDIA drivers and Adobe Flash 10.0, seems to be around, well, I don't know, an average of 42-44%. It varies. definitely around 40%. So, without further ado, let's stop this and install Flash 10.1.
What the heck? A crummy commercial? Yeah. I had some extra time in my video, so I thought I would give a mention to one of my good friends on YouTube, Nate42nd. If you like my videos and like all the geeky technical stuff, you're sure to love his videos. Why don't you go over and give him a visit? You can click on the link here, or you can remember his YouTube channel. It's Nate42nd, Nate42nd. Please be sure and give him a visit and tell him I said hi. I'm the one you chose out of all the people.
Here we are again. Same situation, CPU at 1.3 gigahertz, quad-core Q9450, downclocked as far as it'll go. Mozilla Firefox, the latest version, 3.6 point whatever. Same video again, the 1080p trailer for Avatar, wonderful movie. And the only difference now is that I have just uninstalled Flash Player 10 and installed Flash Player 10.1 Release Candidate 1, which was, according to its file name, built on April 5th, 2010. So, we should be GPU accelerated. Let's see if we see a difference in these new drivers. The drivers are, again, NVIDIA's ForceWare 197.45. Just play. Video is playing.
I'd like to talk to you about a fresh start, a new world. You're making a difference. I became a Marine for the hardship. I told myself I can pass any test and I can pass. All I ever wanted was a single thing worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
The difference here is that not only is the general CPU utilization down to around 20%, it hovers around 20%, but it's also using only one core, whereas before it was using about, all 4 cores. Pretty interesting. I don't know if there's an improvement over the NVIDIA 197.13, but there's certainly no performance hindrance, so I guess all can be good. So I'm just going to call it and say no difference. I'll have to go back and look at my footage some to see if all 4 cores were being used before, but it's definitely a big difference in general as far as, again, the difference between Flash 10 and Flash 10.1. I really like this GPU acceleration. It takes the workload off the CPU quite nicely. So that's it for this video anyway. As usual, if you have any questions, comments, you can leave them on the video as comments on the video. You can also email me at jason@noxtech.com or jholton@gmail.com. And you can also reach me at our wonderful forums, great community at www.GameBeatDotNet. Over and out.